Welcome to the Huddle Sports Network, where we're breaking boundaries and redefining podcasting. Broadcasting live on 6 different platforms, we're bringing you the latest in sports like never before. Imagine tuning into real-time discussions, expert analyses, and fan interactions all at your fingertips. Each platform offers a unique experience, whether you're on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. We're not just sharing stories, we're creating a community of passionate sports enthusiasts. Join us as we dive deep into the evolution of podcasting, where every episode is a chance to engage, debate, and celebrate the world of sports. This is where your voice matters and the game never stops. Welcome to the Huddle Sports Network, where we're breaking boundaries and redefining podcasting. Broadcasting live on 6 different platforms, we're bringing you the latest in sports like never before, where sports passion meets podcasting brilliance. I'm Mike, the Bear fan, and alongside Bill, the Packer fan, and our buddy Ken Catalone, we're bringing you an incredible lineup of 38 diverse podcasters. Each one brings their unique flavor to the table, covering everything from game analysis to behind-the-scenes stories. Imagine diving deep into the minds of experts who live and breathe football, sharing insights that you won't find anywhere else.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to WCFL DolFans Talk. It's a beautiful morning. Let me go ahead and bring on my co-host, Mr. Johnny O.
What's up, Pop Paul? How are you, brother?
I'm fine and dandy. And you?
Can't complain. It's a beautiful day in Jersey. In the 60s, nice little breeze. It's beautiful.
Yeah, we're in the low 70s. I got the sprinklers on this morning. Oh, we're doing good.
That's good to hear.
I want to start off. Even
You're breaking up.
Let me go out and come back in.
No, that's better now.
Okay. For those of you who are new to the show, and for those of you who aren't, we not only talk about the Miami Dolphins, we talk about everything. We talk about other sports, we talk about personal lives and everything. And if y'all want to get on here and talk anytime, just jump on in and join us.
Yeah, we welcome anybody. Doesn't matter what sports team, football, baseball, basketball. You want to talk sports, jump on. We got guys that talk about wrestling that love the WWE and the other ones, and jump on here.
So we're open to everybody. And meanwhile, there's not a whole lot new going on in the sports world that I come across.
Nope. You got a couple of game 7s today, one in basketball, one in hockey. Other than that, it's baseball season, but baseball season is so damn long.
Yeah, it's still early in baseball season, and it's not how you start off, it's all how you finish.
That's right. For anybody out there who's looking, there's all kinds of groups that are doing different stuff for different Dolphins games. I know Lewis and Ashley have stuff up for the Pittsburgh game, I believe. Maybe another game or two for away games. They do stuff. So if you're looking for tickets or tailgating, the Carolina groups are doing, along with TVP, they're doing the Carolina game. You can purchase everything through there. There's all kinds of stuff. If you find it on Facebook, they're all legit. If you don't know, jump on here and ask, and we'll tell you if they're legit or not.
Yeah, I know Lewis and Ashley are part of that North Carolina game also.
Yeah, there's a lot of groups that are. I know Triangle and the Carolina group are putting together a thing with TPP. You can get your ticket and all kinds of stuff right through them.
Yeah, ticket, shirt, raffle tickets, all that stuff right through them. Or you can just get the ticket alone if you want. They set it up. Most of the groups that do these things set it up to where you can just get the ticket. You can get a ticket and hotel room and everything through them. I mean, it's when you can't find these groups doing things like that because they they have it all out for you. You don't have to do hardly any work at all. Just contact them and you're good to go.
And worldwide, Mark and Scott are doing the Chargers game at home. That's Fan Club Weekend,
Yep.
which is people come in from all over the world for Fan Club Weekend. They have a thing up for that one. I believe they're also doing something for the Atlanta game because Scott's from Atlanta. His club is there, so I got lucky and got my ticket for Atlanta already.
Did you?
Yeah, my buddy Jake, who lives in Georgia, he goes to Scott's club all the time to watch the games. Another friend of his has club seats and said he wasn't going to be able to make that game, so Jake and I bought those tickets.
Nice, nice.
And they weren't that expensive. I was surprised.
I'm letting my brother-in-law buy the tickets. That way he'll get a group of tickets all together for all of us. That's me, my brother, I don't know if my sister's going with him or not. Maybe my nephews, but at least there's going to be at least 3 of us together, But just have him buy them all together and.
Yep. I got my ticket for the Atlanta game the day after the schedule came out. I was surprised. Jake texted me and said, "Hey, I got his tickets." I'm like, "All right, cool."
Nice. I'm going to drive the truck up to that one.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah. Because it's only, about a 6-hour drive, depending on traffic, of course. You get in Atlanta, and the traffic gets horrible up there.
Yeah.
Even on the outskirts of Atlanta. But and I'm still debating on the North Carolina game. I have my tickets for the Buccaneers game up for sale. My tickets and parking pass.
Yeah, you're going to be on your cruise, right?
Yeah, that's the day I leave for the cruise. Leave on the cruise. $225 for 2 seats and a parking pass, yellow parking pass. $338 right on the corner, right in front of the bar, right on the railing. You can't ask for better seats in the 3rd level.
Yeah, that's the only flight I'm worried about because that's in between 2 holidays.
Yeah. A lot of people will be coming and going and stuff.
Yep. Shit, I'm worried about Newark right now. Every day there's canceled flights, and in a few weeks I'm leaving to go down to Columbia, and I'm leaving from Newark. It's an early flight, which is good, but man, if I get canceled, I'm screwed because I'm going from Newark to Orlando and then Orlando to Columbia. And if they cancel the first one, I'm not going to make, or even delay it, I'm not going to make my connecting flight.
What are you going to Columbia for?
Leo's wedding. There's a bunch of us going down. We got an Airbnb. Some are only going from Wednesday to Sunday, I believe, and some of us are staying all week, Wednesday to Wednesday.
Nice.
Yeah, do some sightseeing, see the country, visit different places. The wedding, I believe, is on Saturday, so.
Yeah, enjoy yourself. As long as you make it.
You went on again. I didn't hear.
As long as you make it.
Yeah. Newark's got one runway that's all screwed up, and they're working on it. Every day they're canceling flights, delaying flights. I'm hoping because I have an early flight that it doesn't affect it, but I'm keeping my fingers crossed.
Yeah. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you. Is that this Wednesday?
No. June 11th.
Hopefully they'll have things cleared up by then.
I'm hoping, brother, because then I got another flight in July. My wife and I are going down to see our son who moved to Tennessee, so.
Let me see here. For some reason, when I posted the link for StreamYard on YouTube, here we go. Good morning, Shake Money.
Shake Money, what's up, brother?
Good morning.
You're still in bed, bro. There you go. Can only see your forehead.
What's going on?
The allergies getting to you?
What do you mean?
You just sound all congested and
No.
Sounds like you just woke up.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
What's going on?
not much. How are you doing this morning, Shake?
Oh, living the dream.
Yeah.
So are you doing watch parties this year?
I am doing watch parties, for away games, but I am not sure where I'm doing them yet.
Okay. Because there's a good possibility I could make this. I'll probably do the Spain game, depending.
Worst comes to worst, it'll be at the house. It depends on if I can find a place that'll open up for the Spain game or not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I plan on being in Spain. I don't know if I'm going to get a ticket for the game, but I'm going to go to Spain.
At least do the tailgate, at least.
Yeah, do the tailgate and then just watch the game in a bar if I have to, or hang out and see if there's any scalpers that have tickets and buy them on the cheap and miss a little bit of the game.
Yeah, that's true.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yep. But I plan on going, so.
What other games are you going to? Are you going to India again?
No, I'm not going to Indy because I did that last year. Carolina, Atlanta, and Pittsburgh.
I can't do Pittsburgh because fucking it's on a Monday night in December, so I'm going back to Indy. So that was my contingency plan. Indy.
I'm going to the Atlanta game.
Yeah, I'm going to Atlanta, Carolina too. I'll be in Atlanta, Carolina.
I might go to the Carolina game. I'm not sure yet. There's a lot of ifs, ands, or buts.
I'm hoping Carolina, I can get my son to go that moved to Tennessee. It's like a 3.5 hour drive. If I can get him to go, that'd be great. I'll go down to his house and then leave early that morning, drive over, go to the game, and then drive back to his house.
Yeah.
That's still Pedro's going to be there too.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And that's still better than my 5.5 hour drive just for the home games.
Yep.
So what you got going on this week, Shake?
Hopefully I got Tom coming in the blender. Luckily the Knicks don't play Thursday, so we're good.
Going to walk with my sister.
Have fun. Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
I was talking to my wife. She's going for a walk with her sister, so.
Yeah, there's a good chance I'll bring my my missus to one of the games. We're thinking about the Saints game.
Almost a guaranteed win. Of course, nothing's guaranteed these days.
Yeah. Ain't nothing guaranteed. Although I tell you what, I think the NFL knows something we don't know. They gave us 5 primetime games plus the Spain game. So
yeah, I know, and that's really weird, and especially 2 Thursday night games.
I was thinking two primetime games all year, maybe, and we got 5. So maybe they know something we don't. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I've seen several posts predicting us to win 11 games.
Well, Vegas put us at 8.5, so I mean that's more than I was thinking. So,
well, like I said, I am not giving my right now is 5 to 6 games, but I gotta wait till I see some play on the field.
I don't know. I'm still saying 5 or 6. We have 0 secondary, so
yeah. Good morning, Russell.
Russell, what's up, brother?
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Fine and dandy.
It's a beautiful Sunday morning.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's mid-70s out here. Sun's out. Good day.
Damn, you're warmer than us.
Yeah, it's actually been really nice. It's been in the mid-70s probably since the middle of last week. We had one day it rained. I think it was Friday night, like 1 in the morning to like 7. But then it got super muggy. It's been muggy, which is crazy because usually May, you get those 60, 65 days, nothing dramatic. But it's been actually really warm because usually I'm just basic t-shirt, sweatpants, and a baseball cap or a bucket. But it's been muggy. I was like, forget that.
Yeah, we had a lot of rain this weekend and quite a few muggy days.
So what's going on, Shake and Papa Paul and Johnny O? I spoke with Saul earlier this morning. He's working a 12-hour day, I think.
Yeah.
Nothing unusual for him.
Yeah, next
Yeah.
weekend he's off. That's why we're gonna do that's why we usually do our wrestling talk on weekends, every other week.
Oh, okay.
But what are you going besides the New England game? Any other games you going to?
Who, me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you.
Well, I haven't decided yet because my girl wants to do a tropical vacation. I tried to get her to say the tropical vacation is Fort Lauderdale, Miami area, but that was a no-go. So, I mean, right now, I haven't decided. I'll get down to Miami and at some point this season. I'll definitely touch with Papa Paul because we can do the hotel thing for the weekend stuff. So yeah, I'm more than likely going to get to a game. Like my buddy who owns a dealership and a cab service, he was like, "Oh, Russell, you should come down with us for the Monday night game against the Jets in September." And then I had another buddy call me yesterday wanting to go to Minnesota because he knows I told him I wanted to go to Minnesota just for my dad's memory because we always said we are going to go to a Vikings game, and preferably if they were playing the Dolphins. But he had called me yesterday saying, "Oh, let's go to Minnesota week 3 against Cincinnati." And I was like, the only thing I want to go to Minnesota for is to see Paisley Park, Prince, and the Fifth Street, from the Purple Rain movie and the Mall of America. I care less about the Vikings.
And also Russell, keep trying to get me and my wife. We're trying to go to a game. There's a good possibility it's either the Saints or the depending on her schedule of the last game of the year. I'm trying to aim for Foxborough.
Oh yeah, you should come up, man. You should come up. I've asked people it's difficult for somebody who like Papa Paul and living in warm weather to come up here in January. But yeah, it's a good time. Saul's I'm more than likely gonna come. I had gut tickets. I always get tickets. That ain't no problem. He was like, "Yeah, I've never been in a cold game, but there's been Januaries like Bob Sampson came up for the first time 3 years ago, and he was like, Russell, what should I do? It's going to be cold. It was 65 on January 1st. So, I mean,
Yeah, you never know what
you never know.
Where.
Yeah, it could be 0 degrees. It could be 65.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you never know. I mean, look, we've been fortunate because the last 4 games the Dolphins have had up here, 3 of them have been September and October, and that one January 4th. This year that time was January 2nd. This one's January 4th. But I mean, they might move it because it says to be determined. It could be a Saturday game. Who's to say? But, yeah, Shake, if you're going to come up, let me know, man.
Sure, man. Yeah. Me and your missus, we could have lunch somewhere.
Definitely.
Yeah,
ain't
my
no
missus.
problem.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. I've like the first time a few Dolphin fans that came up, like Bob was his first time 3 years ago. He touches base with me every time he comes up. Allie and Jared are gonna get up here at some point, but and Lou and Ashley came once. They came on the Sunday night game, their first time. They loved it. And they came up here for the NCAA tournament because she's a St. John's alum, and they went to that. And I always tell people, if you're going to come up, Go to Providence. Don't fly to Boston. Boston's not near Foxborough. You fly to Providence. You stay in Providence, and there's a shuttle right from Providence right to Foxborough.
Yeah, because what is it, like 45 minutes or something?
Nah, it's less than that. From my house is 28. I think it's like 34 or 36.
All right, yeah.
So yeah, people have the misconception. Oh, well, I got to fly to Boston. Yeah, well, you'll be in that traffic for at least hour and a half, 2 hours. And it's not even near there, and it's overpriced, the hotels and everything. Not saying that you guys would have to stay in a hotel because you could stay at my house, but I'm saying just the average fan who thinks, to come out here, they always say Boston. It's like Miami. Dolphin Stadium ain't in Miami. It's closer to Fort Lauderdale. Stay in Fort Lauderdale. You could drive to Miami any old time.
You don't want to drive to Miami. That's like driving in Boston. The traffic is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. Yeah. I used to go from Fort Lauderdale, stay in Fort Lauderdale all the time. And we'd go to Miami for one day, go up in the morning, go I-95 south to MacArthur Causeway, right to South Beach. Oh, my God. It was crazy.
Yeah, I stayed in for the 49ers game this year. My best friend here is a 49ers fan. So he was coming down to the game, and he's like, I want to stay in South Beach. I'm like, you're nuts.
You're nuts.
We flew down, landed in Fort Lauderdale, got the rent-a-car, started driving. Traffic was fine. Stopped, saw some people, then went down to the hotel. He's like, are you kidding me? I said, I told you, brother. Mm-hmm. Traffic down here sucks.
I remember going to Miami. The last time me and my girl went on vacation, we stayed in Miami. And I kept telling her, get it set up for Fort Lauderdale. We can always drive over to Miami. But we stayed on Collins Ave. And, oh, my God, that freaking street, it rained one day. It was torrential. Looked like flooding. Water halfway up towards cars. I'm like, oh, no. Mm-mm. Breakfast, $100, 2 people. Come on.
Yep. Oh, everything's way overpriced.
That was a get out of here.
$100? Holy shit.
$100. I'm not kidding you. And we had basic shit. Because it's with the gratuity and the tax and all. Oh, man, it was crazy. I had an apple juice. I had French toast, an English muffin. My girl had scrambled eggs and bacon. That was it. Nothing dramatic. No crazy. Nothing. When that bill came, man, I looked at my girl. I was like, are you serious? I said, shit, we could have went to IHOP. We could have bought Eggos and put them in a toaster in our room.
Well, when we stayed in South Beach, we kept Googling stuff and we were finding these little holes in the wall, mom and pop places, so it wasn't bad.
Yeah. Well, it's all the novelty. People get all excited about the novelty. Like I said, I'd rather stay in Fort Lauderdale. Papa Paul would tell you we were doing wings at night. We're doing pizza. We're doing all the stuff that normal people do.
Yep.
And it cost a hell of a lot less.
Yeah, you don't have to be doing sirloin tips, lobsters, and shrimp. For what? We were eating. Papa Paul took us to this place the day that the Canes played the Seminoles. I think it was Saturday night. We had a thing like 100 wings. It was like a whole table of us. We were eating wings. Why not?
Dude, we go to some of those little holes in the walls around where Holly and Dericky and them live. Oh, my God. The food is fantastic, and the prices are great.
Yep. And you can't go wrong. I mean, like everybody, when you go to an event, a football game or a concert, we're all on budgets, You don't want to be spending $1,000 for what? Meals and no. I mean, if you're there for like 8 to 10 days, it's different. You're spending maybe $100 a day.
Yeah, well, that $100 is lunch, breakfast, and dinner. You know what I mean? 3 meals, not just
definitely.
breakfast.
Yeah, of course. Like we were there for fan club weekend. We did at the fan club weekend. We got like appetizers, and them guys we drinking. And then after that, we left, went back to the room, we changed. We had pizza later. Then we went out at night. We had wings. Just all basic fun stuff. Not shrimp and lobster and steak tips. And come on, man. For what? And then at the tailgate, Paul took us to his friends. It's all Mexican food, Spanish food is out of control.
Oh, the tailgate's always great. There's food all over the place.
Yep, Paul was doing his thing. I went to Allie's thing. I don't drink alcohol, but I was there. Paul was doing his selling stuff. I brought him a plate over, some liquids, because it was hot that day. The Cardinals game, oh my God, it was hot. And the
It's
guys
not
that,
the games in September and October.
yep, the guys that were, I guess they're from West Virginia. They had a big flat grill. They were cooking up everything. Come on, Russell, take this. I didn't even know these dudes. They were like, hey, I follow you on Twitter. I'm like, oh, okay. I got a couple plates, brought him over to Paul. Paul was sitting down selling his stuff, doing his thing. My buddy Jeff was passed out in the truck because of the heat. Brought him a plate. Saul was doing his presidential thing. He's walking around shaking hands. You know?
Yeah, man. That's all. I met you that day too.
Yeah. I remember. Man, you know what? It is funny when you go to like events like that, like, see, because I'm very social media conscious. I'm not on like anything but Twitter, and I'm just mainly on Twitter just for the football aspect. Man, I give a damn who you voted for. I don't give a damn what your religion is. I don't care where you live. I don't care what you drive. I don't care how many children you have. If we're going to talk about sports, and that's what it's all about, you can like what you like. You can have your opinions. That's cool. I just don't like when, if like Johnny makes a statement and Johnny says, well, I didn't like this, I didn't like that. Everybody jumps on Johnny because Johnny's opinion doesn't mesh with how they think it should be. That's to me, it's like, really, every Dolphin fan, I don't care where you live, I don't care what color you are, who you pray to, we all have differences of opinion. And that magic word is, it's Johnny's opinion, it's Paul's opinion, it's Russell's opinion. Like if Johnny says, oh, well, I thought Tua should have done this, everybody, oh, now all of a sudden you hate Tua. If Paul says, I thought this lineman did this, oh, all of a sudden Paul's wrong. Why? Paul's not entitled to say he didn't see or he didn't like or he didn't feel a certain way because it doesn't mesh with how you think. And it seems like our fan base is so delusional sometimes, where they attack each other over the most foolish stuff.
Well, that's every fan base, brother. I live up here in Jets and Giants country, and they go through the same thing.
No, I understand that, Johnny. I'm just saying with our fan base, I live in New England. It can't get any worse. I have to hear about this. I got a Cumberland Farms near my house, not even a tennis ball throw. And every time I go in that thing, oh man, I hear about the Dolphins. And I'm like, yo, you guys just don't quit. And it's year round.
What's funny is like some people, I like to troll some people when when somebody will say, let's say Russell, you say, hey, I don't like Tua, then and Johnny will say, hey, well, Tua's on the team, you got to accept it. Then turn around and say, damn, I can't believe Eichenberg's on the team. I'll tell Johnny, hey, he's on the team, so you got to accept it.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we all, have some head scratches where you see guys that you'll be like, why is he back? Then you'll see guys that you say, why didn't they keep him? I mean, for the past, I'd say maybe 8 to 10 years, we'll watch decent guys walk out. We'll watch crummy guys get re-signed. We got guys that rotational type guys, you're like, they should have kept. Like, I'm still on the fence with certain people, and I mean, we all are. I mean, it's just the aspect of being who we are. I tell people this is not a fad for us. We all love the Dolphins. We all want them to do well. We all know good, bad, or indifferent. We're gonna bleed aqua and orange. It's in your DNA. A lot of people just talk about stuff and they be like, oh, well, this guy did this, and they pick all the bad aspects of the team. Like, we're all hopeful. It's a new year. I mean,
yeah, and one thing I always say, this is an American Idol where we vote for our players to stay on or stay off. We don't have a vote in who's on the team.
I mean,
I say it all the time. We're not in the front office. We don't get to make those decisions. Yeah. We don't hear the conversations. Mm-hmm. We don't know why they kept Eichenberg, but they did. I mean, listen, they kept him. He's on the team. He's wearing aqua and orange. Yep. Do I like him? No, but he's still there. So
there's nothing you can do about it. You got to play the card you dealt, I mean, we could sit here till we're blue in the face and say, well, we should have did this, we should have did that. Well, we ain't in the front office. We're consumers. We're not the store. We're the consumers. The store decides the price. We just got to decide whether we're going to purchase. That's all. People don't get that, though. I mean, hey, they re-signed him. God willing, he's only on the sidelines with a baseball cap all year. So that tells us our line's been successful. I mean, it is what it is. there's more important things to worry about than Eichelberg. I'm more concerned about the secondary.
Good morning, Cosa Nostra. Yeah, Shake, in case you're interested, I won't be at the Bucks home game, our home game that we play against the Bucks. I have 2 tickets and a parking pass for sale.
Okay, how much?
$225 for everything.
Oh, damn.
That ain't bad. Hopefully we're on our run by that day. We're running towards the playoffs.
Hopefully, but
I think so, man. Like I said, I'm optimistic. We all are. I mean, we're all entitled to, our predictions and our prognostications. I don't, like Johnny says, I don't listen to these foolish talking heads. I don't give a damn about what Vegas say. I mean, it all depends on what we do on the field. I don't care what they think, say. Who cares about draft picks? You didn't get this one. You should have signed that one. The cream's going to rise to the top if it's so meant to be. If it ain't, we'll be in a rebuild. We're already in a soft rebuild, regardless of what anybody says. But providing certain things work out, we're going to be a 10, 11 win team. I mean, if not, it is what it is.
I looked at a couple of different sites that they predict us going 11-7, a couple different ones. And like I said before, though, I am not predicting anything truly until I get to see some play.
Definitely. I mean, once you appear in camp, because I know you'll be at the camp, you'll be able to see the cream. There's going to be some unsigned gem. Somebody's going to show out that maybe that wasn't drafted that could maybe add to what we need to get done. I'm more concerned, like I said, about the corners and the secondary. I mean, we're going to have, quote unquote, a healthy Chubb, hopefully, and a healthy Phillips, along with Chop Robinson, maybe that Muhammad Kamara. So pass rush type guys might be good, so we might not be exposed as much in the secondary. But I still think we need a veteran because this whole Ramsey thing is sickening already. Hopefully, I mean, maybe Rasul Douglas changes his view and he takes whatever the Dolphins are going to offer, maybe a Mike Hilton. But we definitely need a veteran at one of the corners. Because, I mean, you got Kohu. They're counting on Cam Smith. We'll have to see. You're going to have 2 new safeties, Ashton Davis and Imawafu. So we'll see. Like I said, we got to be optimistic. When the camp starts, like you said, Papa, we'll see.
Real quick, let's take a commercial break.
What's up, y'all? This is Chef Jew. Looking for a great chef for your next catering party, private party, office party, etc. with welcome watering meals and desserts? Let Chef Jew Catering and Sweet Treats take care of it for you at an affordable price. Call me at 786-804-8096. Also reach me at chefjewcatering@gmail.com. Direct message on Facebook and Instagram at Chef Juice Catering. Chef Juice Catering and Sweet Treats. Food with a passion. We do it all.
Yes, June, Miami-Dade area, Palm Beach. You can get to these.
Does anybody know our preseason games?
Yeah, we only have one, and it's August 23rd, I believe, and that's against the Jaguars.
Well, at least you'll get to see Travis Hunter.
At least that's the only home game. I don't remember the other 2. I can look it up here in a second.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Hopefully with the line combinations in preseason, see what that rookie's going to do along with Daniels. Hopefully the line gels like really quickly.
Yeah, McDaniels needs to take advantage of the practices, because if not, we're gonna be rusty. I don't want to be rusty like we did the first 2 weeks.
Well, this year we got the season opener at Indy, then we come home for New England. If we could get off to a 2-0 start, it might help. It might get the momentum rolling. Like I said, it's all going to depend on our offensive line keeping Tua upright and the secondary. I mean, I'm not too concerned about anything other than that. I mean, if we start off well, maybe in the first 5 games, if we can get out to like a 4-1 start, it gets momentum going, we could be all right. I mean, I'm thinking like we're gonna have a good season. I think we're all gonna be pleased. We're gonna be, the Buffalo game, week 3. Hopefully, we got to show something. We got to show some fight. Hopefully, with the new trench guys in the trenches, more physical. It should be interesting.
I can't find the preseason games right now, but I know just our home game one.
You know how they do those intra-squad practices too. That's gonna show a lot. Like I said, our mentality has actually changed. We're a little more physical now. So hopefully, in those instances where we need a yard, we're not passing for it anymore. We're more physical. We're knocking people off the ball, and we're better in the trenches. So I mean, that could change a lot. Can change a lot of how we play.
Well, we're going to have to be more physical. We can't keep running these damn screens on 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, 4th and 1, 4th and 2.
I would prefer that the Dolphins cut their passing down dramatically. Outside of they're throwing 40, 45 times. If we could throw 28 to 32 times, we could run that ball, we're going to be all right. If we're always throwing the ball, and I mean, that all starts with McDaniel. He has to get that arrogance out of his play calling. He has to stop I'm Jimmy Neutron, the boy genius. He needs to just pound the ball, especially in that heat. You're going to take a lot out of teams in the third quarter. They're not going to want to be the same as they were at the start of the game. Rather than, we're bailing them out, throwing 3rd and 4, slants, and all that foolishness.
Okay, the other 2 preseason games is the first one is at Chicago, and then the second one's at Detroit.
Damn, they're even making us travel in preseason.
I know, huh? Sheesh. Next spot, Istanbul. Playing everywhere else. Next spot, Istanbul, Turkey.
Well, if the NFL's listening, which I know they're not, but if they are, please give us Ireland next year.
I know the Steelers are the designated team. They're playing in Ireland. They're playing back-to-back weeks in Europe. Ain't that something?
If that's the case, Johnny, that'd be a nice trip. If you're going to go, I might have to see about going with you.
Oh, if we get a game in Ireland, I'm going.
You want to laugh, Johnny? When I was in the Navy, we were in Sheffield, England, and we went to see a fight in Northern Ireland, in Belfast. Yep. And
I just hope it's not the Green Bay game, and that's not in Ireland. It could be in Ireland, but please don't make it the Green Bay game.
Hey, you know what's funny? The NFL with all these overseas designations. You know where I think the next game's going to end up? In Dubai. You watch.
Oh, that's a good possibility, brother. There's a lot of people that go there and vacation.
Oh my God, all that money. The NFL is not going to say nope. I hate to say it, but they've already went Germany, England, Spain, Mexico, Ireland. They're going to have a game soon in Dubai, and they're going to have a game in Australia. It's coming. And there'll be a Super Bowl overseas. It's coming.
Yeah, yep. No, if they go to Ireland next year, that'd be a trip that'd be worth taking, I think.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad trip. I've been to Ireland. It's not bad. And I mean, those little pubs open early. Woo. I know Mr. O'Halloran, Johnny will be there.
Oh yeah, brother. That's my heritage.
There it is. Uh-huh.
That's why I wanted to play there. I've never
Yeah.
been to Ireland,
You've
so
never been to Ireland ever? No.
nope,
Wow. You got to get
nope.
there. How is the black guy from Massachusetts been to Ireland, but the Irish guy ain't never been from New Jersey? Come on, man.
Well, that's like my wife. My wife's Polish. She's never been to Poland.
Hey,
Hey,
she. Well, you don't
my
want to go to Poland right now. It's on the border of Ukraine. You wait till all that mess is over first.
the biggest part of my DNA is Irish.
Oh yeah, nice. No, it's
Irish
fun.
and German.
Yeah, that'd be a good game too. I think who Pittsburgh's playing. I forgot who they're playing in Ireland. I know it's the Steelers because their owners was an ambassador to Ireland under one of the presidents. He ain't no more, but so you got that. Like Miami's like the designated. You know how they get the copyrights. So Spain, but I wouldn't mind seeing the Dolphins play in Ireland. That wouldn't be bad at all.
70% of my DNA is Spain.
Oh, you're Spanish. ¿Qué pasa, amigo?
No, that's not.
You're numero uno, muchacho.
I don't say coño.
See, I'm an international player. Gotta know the different languages, man.
See, growing up, I was told I was part Spanish, but my one grandmother was from Spain. But then when I had my DNA done, she was from Spain, but she was Portuguese.
Oh, nice. You know, it's funny. People don't realize when you do all those DNA tests, you know who ends up with it, right? The FBI.
Oh, I don't care.
No, I know. I'm just saying it goes on file.
They can have it. I ain't never done nothing I got to worry about.
No, I know. They already got mine. U.S. military. I ain't got nowhere to go. They got me. They got me. GI. I'm in the system. I'm in the system. Long time ago.
Well, I did the DNA just to see because stories changes family, through generations of families, and
Definitely.
I said I got to check this out. And funny story, I did it through. What's the big one?
Yeah, I see it all the time.
Ancestry. I did it through Ancestry, and my younger brother did it through some cheap company. And he gets his results back, and he sends it to me. He goes, "I guess we're not brothers." I'm like, "What?" So I open it up and I look, and they had him like 50% Mexican or something. I'm dying laughing. His kids are making fun of him and stuff, and I'm like, "Dude, who did you do this through?" And he tells me, I'm like, "Go through Ancestry. That's who I did." I said, "This thing is nowhere near correct."
Yeah.
I said, "I know we're brothers. I mean, there's just no way." So he does another one through Ancestry, and it comes back, and our DNA is very close. I have 2% Portuguese. He has none, but other than that, everything else was close.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, the one you did it through obviously mixed you and a Mexican guy up. So now this poor Mexican guy gets his, and it says he's Irish.
Yep. He's freaking out. He getting kicked out of his family.
My brother's freaking out. Some poor Mexican guy somewhere is freaking out because his ain't right. And
it's funny. My grandfather was born in Trinidad, and his wife, she was born in Holland, but her family was from Scotland. And then this woman was snow white, blonde hair, blue eyes, and my last name's Hauptmann, which is German. So I said, so I'm part of the Axis powers. What's going on here? What's going on here?
I also found out I'm 9% between different countries, 9% African.
There you go. Well, they say all life originated in Africa, so we're all African at some point.
Well, it's funny because you talk about it, and Johnny, you're right about how things change through family memories and stuff.
Oh yeah,
because for years my dad always told me we were Scottish and Polish.
Yep.
And when I did the DNA test through Ancestry, and it comes up I'm only 2% Scottish, but that my dad is actually like 31% Irish.
Right.
He got it. There was a mix up somewhere in the story,
Yep.
You
Well,
know,
a lot of it has to do with, you have to remember, people have been fighting wars and raiding tribes, however you want to call it, since the beginning of time.
oh yeah,
You know, these people, you live in a small area. There's only so many women, so they go raid another tribe, steal their women, bring them back. Yeah, you're Irish, but she's from Scotland, and then you're having kids with her, but you're saying your kids are Irish, and they're not because their mom was from Scotland, and it's just the way. I don't care where you're from. Every country has people,
I I
back
agree
in the
with
day where they just raided each other and stole the women because they didn't want inbreeding and stuff. And
It's a great melting pot.
but I have 2% from Spain in me too.
yeah, that's what I thought mine was going to come, but it came back as Portugal.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got 11% Portugal.
I go on better than that. I'm 100% black. How about that? No
I-
percentages.
I seriously doubt that when you just said your grandfather's wife
I
was
know.
from
I'm just
Holland.
saying. Yeah. Well, but that's what I'm saying. It takes too much to explain. I got 7%, 15%, 2%. I'm just 100% black. You can put it on whatever you want. When the police pull me over, they ain't say, "Well, he got 22% Scottish." You know what I'm saying, brothers? I love you guys
I feel you.
regardless.
I'm a Hispanic guy. That's what I say.
Yep. Listen. I ain't never had a police officer pull me over and say, "Can I see your license and registration?" I said, "Wait a minute, I'm 31% from Holland, 22% from Ireland." They'd be like, "Yo, shut up, so brother."
Majority of
Hey, can I
mine,
see your license and DNA test, please?
Yeah. Can I see who you did ancestry through?
basically, I am Irish and German is the majority of my ancestry.
Basically, you're the leader of the West Coast Florida Dolphin group.
That's
Basically.
right.
How about that?
Mine's
I also
most.
got
Yeah,
2% Arab. I also got 2% Arabic in me.
Oh, inshallah. See, you got to know these things, brother. You never know where you're going to end up.
Yeah, mine's mostly Irish and Scottish, and then English, Welsh, Portuguese. Because families talk, but they don't tell you the stories about how this one married from here and brought her back here, or he moved here, and
Yeah.
the only way to know is to actually do that DNA stuff, and then you got a better idea. But it's weird. Like I said, my younger brother did it. His came up with 0 Portuguese, and mine says 2%. Same parents.
Yeah.
Well, just like my brother, he has less. He doesn't have that much African DNA in him, and he doesn't have that much Arabic DNA in him. He doesn't have no Arabic. Actually, I'm the one out of my ancestors that have Arabic in their DNA.
Right. See, it's weird. It's cool how it works, but it's weird because same parents, but your DNA is slightly different. You got more from your dad than your mom, or vice versa, and
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, the cultures. I mean, everybody has an older relative that says, "Oh, you're actually French." Like my girl's family, they were claiming they were French forever. So when my girl did the DNA, nope, no French. It was Portuguese and something else, subterranean African, like North Africa. I said, "Hey, what happened to the French?" I said, "You're full of croissants. That's it. You ain't got no French in you."
well, see, the problem is somebody might have moved to France,
Yep,
so they
and they
say they're French, but they're not.
yep told the whole story, and then that's where the stories end, and the actual elders who say, "Oh, they told blah 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 you're French, or they told them you're Spanish, or they told them you're
Well,
whatever."
that's the same thing as I consider myself a Floridian, even though I wasn't born here.
Well, yeah, but you're there, so I mean, you're
Well, I've
there.
been
How
here
many
since
years
I
have
was
you been in
9 years
Florida?
old.
It ain't like you've been there 2 years. You've been there for a minute, so you're Floridian. Hey, on a different note, I just wanted to say this. Hopefully, and anybody out there listening, hopefully people are continuing to do that testing to help out Big Ian Berger.
Yes.
Great guy, great friend, awesome dude. I met him at a fan club weekend in at the game after the Cardinals game. He's going through a serious issue with his liver, and if you can help, man. It doesn't cost you a penny. Get on that site, get the testing, man, and let's help our brother out, man. He's a solid dude. We can't afford to lose anybody in our fan base, especially a good dude, a
Oh,
solid person like that.
hey,
So,
speaking of which, man, we lost Tyler Bruto.
sheesh.
Remember
You
Tyler
know,
Bruto, Big Papa?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, he
yeah,
passed away May 9th.
that's the thing. We have so many different people with so many different ideals and so many good people. And, some people you might just run into once, but they touch you in a certain way, spiritually, mentally. And like our fan base is unique. We got fans everywhere. I mean, I met the guys from Germany. I met the guys from England. I met the guys from Ireland. I met Spanish fans, Brazilian. I mean, it's super cool to know that our fan base is so touched by everybody's influence, whether it's Papa Paul saying something or doing something, whether it's Shake or Don or Johnny O, Saul, whoever. We got some really super people. I mean, you just I can just name people off the top of my head. The Allie Goodman, incredible godsend right there. Lisa Siegel, her sister Amy Siegel, all the people with these foundations. You got Ashley and Lou doing big things. You got Miss Finns. I mean, we can go on and on. We can sit here till we're blue in the face. And the good part about it is we love everybody in our fan base. All our fan base is solid. And I mean, where do you go on the road where people in our fan base are everywhere doing wonderful things for people, doing cancer drives and doing bike rides and doing special things to raise money for hurricane victims and just all kind of unique stuff. So I figured I would just say that because I mean there ain't really much to say right now because camp ain't started and OTAs, but we got to give a shout out to those people because those people
Of
make
course.
us do what we do.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we got some of the best fans in the world.
Unbelievable. Like I see what everybody does, and there are a lot of fans that do stuff. And I mean, I'm not slighting anybody because I don't know everybody. I mean, I'm not God, but there are a lot of people that do wonderful things that I may not have mentioned, and it's in no way a slight to them. I'm just saying the people that I've actually come in contact with, like Allie Goodman, unbelievable. Lisa Siegel, unbelievable. I mean, you just you're in awe of people when they do wonderful things. And I mean, it takes time to do these things. And these people ain't like they're unemployed. They got their own resources. They have families just like all of us. And they do such great things and not asking for anything in return. And the best part about that is it's our fan base. And like I said, our fan base is unique. We're everywhere. I mean, heck, those guys from Germany are incredible. The guys from England, incredible. Guys from Mexico, incredible. The guys from Brazil, incredible. And I mean, the turnout is wild when fan club weekend comes. I watch these guys come in on a boat. I'm on the dock watching them come in on a boat. And these are German fans going crazy. And it's super cool because, like I said, our fan base is so unique and how the Dolphins touch everybody. I mean, you don't have to be American, you don't have to be Irish, you don't have to be French to be mad at how our team plays or how they play well or they don't. But it's super cool to see different cultures and everybody's so excited about the Dolphins. And I mean, heck, I'm on my 55th year as a Dolphin fan. I've been a fan since I was 1970. So I mean, it's crazy to see other people so uniquely into it like we are. Because you see people who are in the fan base, they're fans, but you were like, they're fly by night fans. Like us, we get shit. I used to go to work mad as hell. I'd be telling my boss what I wasn't doing. You know what I'm saying? After a Dolphin loss, and I was on third shift at the time, and I'm telling my boss I ain't doing nothing. Hell, what you telling me what I'm doing? And God forbid if it was New England we lost to. Oh man, you ain't even talking to me.
Yeah, my wife has said for years, how do you let a football team dictate your move. Like,
You know,
because
it's
that's
funny
the way
you
it
say,
is.
yo. It's the way it is. It's hard to explain. God forbid your team plays like, because I mean, the funny thing with us as fans, the team only plays once a week. It ain't like baseball. You got 5-6 games a night. They're playing all week, playing 162 games, or like basketball. You know, in that 1 week, all your emotions are going to that one day. Whether it's Monday night, you plan everything around that Dolphin appearance, whether it's that game that afternoon or that evening. And if the results don't work our way, you're pissed off. It's not like we play, but we put a lot into it. And that's what I used to tell my girl. You don't understand it because you're not following it like that. Y'all fly by night. Oh, if they're on, they're on. If they're not, they're not. We don't think like that. We think year round, play by play. This coulda, woulda, shoulda, didn't, because that's what you do. It's hard to explain.
Yeah, because like for instance, let's say you're watching a baseball game, or whatever, and the power goes out. Yeah, like, oh well, we missed the game. But if the Dolphins are playing, the power goes out. All right, we got to go to a bar, turn on the radio,
Yep.
do something.
You lose it. And it's even worse when you're there. Because if you're there, like the emotion levels, I mean, I was at the Cardinals game this past year, and Papa Paul and Saul, we're like all week heading to that game. I mean, all the other festivities are fine. The fan club weekend, the meet and greets, all that stuff's cool. Tailgate, great. But when that game starts, man, you're like on every play, you're going crazy. And then your emotional level, because if it's a blowout, you're over the roof. But when it's like one of them nail biters or something happens that turns the momentum of the game, like that Cardinals game, we were up by 10 going into the fourth quarter. I'm like, we got this. And then the way the game turned, I mean, we're walking out of there mad as hell.
Yep. Well, we're coming to the end of the show, folks. We appreciate everyone joining us this morning. We will not be on next Sunday, Memorial Day weekend. We're taking the day off next Sunday. But join us Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And with that being said, anyone else have any last words?
No, thanks for everybody who's watching. Thanks Shake and Russell for being here, making the show good for the hour. It's always good to see you guys.
Yeah, I'd like to thank you guys for having me on, Papa Paul, Johnny, Shake. I mean, I appreciate you guys, man. Like I said, we're Dolphin fans, ride or die. I appreciate you guys. Love you. Fins up.
Peace, love, and fins up, all.
Peace, love, fins up,
everybody.
All right, buddies. Have a good Memorial Day. What time is the cookout at your house, Papa Paul?
I'll be at my sister-in-law's house that day.
I don't need you to be there. I'll have my own cookout in your yard.
Welcome to the Huddle Sports Network on Roku and Fire Stick. This is the first place to find all the latest NFL news, trades, and rumors. If you have a Roku or Fire Stick, access your menu and locate the search bar to perform a channel search. Then simply type in Huddle Sports Network. After completing the search, this logo should appear. Then add to your menu and you're good to go. We cover all your football needs, from breaking news to trades and rumors. So join us and enjoy the sport we learn to love so much. So be sure to add Huddle Sports Network to your Roku or Fire Stick menu and keep informed of all your football news and needs. You can also find us on Facebook and of course YouTube. Thanks for supporting our journey and our passion for football.